Today I fucked up by renaming someone's dog. Today I fucked up by renaming somebody's dog. So I was at a celebration of life and a few family members I had never met were there. These people brought their dog. I didn't know whose dog he was. I was swimming as the celebration of life was at a lake, and the dog comes up to me. He didn't have a name on his collar, so I looked at him and decided he looked like a Paolo, so I started calling him Paolo. I did this for the 3-day celebration until one of the owners saw what I was doing and asked why I was calling him Paolo. I said no one told me his name and he looks like a Paolo. They then told me his name was Benjamin. I said sorry, he had been listening to Paolo, so I just went with it. They asked what I meant, so I walked away and called for him using Paolo. He ran right over and sat down. They then tried to call him using Benjamin. He didn't move. They tried again, nothing. Twice more they tried, nothing. Then they said Paolo and he ran right over. They gave him a middle name of Paolo that day. I'll probably never see them again, but I'll forever know their dog is now Benjamin Paolo because of me. Mini update. I was just informed he was a rescue and they changed his name to Benjamin when they got him. Maybe his name was Paolo all along. Too long did not read. At a celebration of life there was a dog I didn't know, couldn't find his name, called him Paolo. He then wouldn't respond to his actual name, and his name had to be changed from Benjamin to Benjamin Paolo. Mini update. I was just informed he was a rescue and they changed his name to Benjamin when they got him. Maybe his name was Paolo all along. Imagining Paolo thinking, finally, one of these dumb apes knows my name. I dunno man, seems like the dog chose its own name. I had a similar curate situation when looking after a friend's baby. After 2 days, the baby started to call me mama, and cried when her mother picked her up. I am now mama. I am a guy. This is absolutely something I do. I love this. They should have had him wear a collar or kept better track of their own dog. Woman shrugging, medium light skin tone. He's Paolo now. Benjamin? Do these people eat unsalted, plain white rice for dinner? Dogs don't respond to long names. In dog sports, show dogs must have a call name. These are all 1 or 2 syllable names. Benjamin is too long. It could be that Paolo was just similar to his previous name. Or his name was just Paolo all along. Lol. Today I fucked up by air frying a rat. Didn't happen today. I've been reeling from the trauma for a while, but I remember it like it was yesterday. My husband and I were both sick, like, sick, not eating a proper meal for days sick. Eventually, we both hit that point of recovery where we were actually hungry again, so I decided to do some easy cooking in the air fryer. I put in a ready-made chicken curry on the bottom shelf for lunch and left it for 20 minutes as directed. When I returned, there was an awful smell in kitchen. I'm trying to work out how to describe that smell. Something like burnt rubber or plastic, perhaps. Like there was something very off. But when I checked my curry on the bottom shelf, it seemed fine. So I ate that curry. That's something I can never undo. At dinner time, we decided to do a full easy roast, with sausages, Yorkshire puddings, potatoes, all that. Anyway, I had everything in the oven when I realized I had forgotten the stuffing balls I bought a few days before. They wouldn't be done in time if I used the oven, but the air fryer would expedite the process. All would be well. Except that smell appeared again, worse than before. So we decided to turn off the air fryer and investigate it, see if there were any issues with it. That's when my husband saw something on the top shelf. I thought perhaps it was a piece of plastic packaging, which was emitting those awful burning fumes. But when I pulled out the tray, there was no plastic there. What my husband had seen was the tail of an incredibly well-done rat. It was a harrowing experience, not gonna lie. If you want to picture it, wouldn't recommend. Just imagine a sort of carbonized chunk of potato, stuck to the bottom of the oven, except it's a whole rat. So yeah. Moral of the story is always look inside an air fryer before using it. And, whatever you do, don't leave the door open for days at a time. Too long did not read. Turned on air fryer, smelled something nasty, discovered charred remains of enormous rodent. You know what, I had a bad day. But it wasn't, eating a dead rat, bad. So, for sharing your story, thank you. The real foo is having a rat being able to enter your kitchen, let alone your air fryer. I have had enough internet for today. Are the 2 shelves connected in any way? I guess what I'm asking is, how much succulent rat oil dripped into your extra special curry that day? Holy shit man standing light skin tone. Booey, you took cooking with ratatouille to a direction I was unprepared for. Today I fucked up by tucking my skirt into my panties. I, 28F, was in a big rush because I was late for a meeting. I quickly dressed up, used the bathroom and left for the office. I had to navigate the busy crowd in my apartment complex and rush of the college kids. A college campus is right next to us, but I made it onto the streets. My office is really close by walk, Only about 800 mile 1 kilometer from my apartment complex, so I speed walked until I got to the elevator at the bottom of the building. Again I speed walked until I had gotten to the meeting room where we were just starting. After the meeting, I quickly went to get a drink from the boba shop in our food court, when one of my coworkers told me that my skirt was caught in my underwear. Every single person I passed from my apartment to the college campus to the office building to the elevator to the meeting room to the boba shop saw my panties and ass. Too long did not read. I didn't check myself out in the mirror and didn't notice that my skirt was tucked into my underwear, thus it got showed off to everyone I walked by. I tucked my skirt into my panties when I was 10. I left the bathroom and the popular girl saw me and just wordlessly untucked it for me. I was mortified, thank God she saw me before I made it into the classroom. Not all heroes wear capes. But I bet one of them has tucked their cape into their undies before winking face. Saw this happen once on a college campus. Girl got out of a big lifted truck and her dress was caught in her thong, half a cheek hanging out. Flagged her down as quickly as I could to warn her and she yelled at me for looking at her ass. Okay, somebody will need to explain this one to me. How exactly does a lady's skirt get caught in their underwear? Doesn't the skirt go over the underwear? Hun, you kinda glossed over the meeting itself, like passers-by is one thing, I'm sure they were gawking. But nobody on the team noticed it until after the meeting was over? I guess once you sit down you're in the clear until afterward. Op went on to become the butt of many jokes. OMG, I would stop anyone sporting this look. Poor thing. I chase someone down if a tag from a t-shirt is showing up the back of their neck, for Christ's sake. Today I fucked up by joining the Mormon church. So my friend is a devout Mormon and he invited me to church. I went a few times, everybody was really nice and overall I enjoyed it. The missionaries kept wanting to meet with me. I thought it was a bit odd that they wanted to meet every day but just brushed it off as them caring about me. Since then I have been baptized and accepted into the priesthood. Fast forward few weeks. I have missed a couple of Sundays and they will not leave me alone. They call. I don't answer. They want me in a Book of Mormon Bible study where we read a chapter of the Book of Mormon every night. All of this is taking away from positive experiences I had in the beginning. I feel bad because I want to leave but I do not know how to tell my friend and how he will take it as he can be very judgmental. I should have listened to my girlfriend and family and never went. TLDR, I joined the Mormon church and hate it. And I'm too embarrassed to leave. Congratulations, you joined a cult. Now get the fuck out of there. Just join Scientology and then tell them that the Mormons won't leave you alone. Lol, run dude. There's a sub for you. Ex-Mormon. And I'm too embarrassed to leave. Trust me, you're going to be way more embarrassed if you stay. Insanely hot Mormon girls keep aggressively recruiting here. I'm an atheist, but what if I pretend, has definitely crossed my mind.